Hello and welcome to 10-min UFCA, where we speak a little bit about the upcoming UFC card, maybe bring some other things into it. Welcome aboard. Okay, starting our first notable fight of the card, which is this card is probably like a very very large era change. So we got Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque, and if that doesn't tell you, we are in a new we're in a new era. Nothing else tells you. Like basically, you gotta wake up to these things and just find out, like, hey man, time is gone. We went from Kelvin Gastelum being one of the best fighters, the worst fighters, when they chose all the opponents and the Ultimate Fighter that he was a part of, to him now fighting against Vicente Luque, which I think is another Ultimate Fighter guy. And they're both towards the end of their careers, but Kelvin Gastelum has always been I shut it down and hey, come look again. This guy has never never not showed up in a fight he's supposed to lose. Actually, the ones he's supposed to win, maybe he stumbled a bit, but the ones he's supposed to lose, my boy always turned in and turned out, and this includes prime Israel Adesanya before the good times, right? Ah, so at that one, I think Kelvin Gastelum is a great wrestler, but I think Vicente is a better grappler. I think they even out in striking, where Kelvin Gastelum is boxing heavy. Vicente Luque is a kill cliff guy, so he's on the uh, Henry Hooft, I believe it is. So Dutch style kickboxing at its finest, i.e., basics, stuff that works. And he's a student of the game. Even though he's been losing and all of that, I don't think it's a decay in his skills. And if it is, he's against the right one. He's against Gaslam. Gaslam is, same mileage as him, so to speak. Like, nothing is new, nothing is less, and I love both of them. Got Vicente in this one. Just seems like the grappling will can make the difference, and it seems like in stand up, the range might make the difference. But they both got good boxing. Kelvin is a bit is more of a boxer than the rest of them. But yeah, that's fight number one that I'm interested in. Gaslam versus Vicente Luque, and I got Vicente on that one. Second fight that I'm always gonna be into, and I'll always appreciate this guy for what he did and what he stand up for, is my boy Kevin Holland. So we got in the in basically the co preliminary. Yeah, watch me try and say that three times. We got Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. In Kevin Holland has just recently bailed out. Fluffy Hernandez, apparently he got arrested or something like that. Is it Fluffy Hernandez or another Hernandez? But long story short, this guy went and bailed out his opponent, and he has to win this fight, and he's hoping his opponent gets through probation so he can get his league back, right? So he got to get through Randy Brown. Now, why do I like this for him? Is because yeah, they're both long, they're both good on the striking. Kevin Holland got that awkward style, and he's obviously a high level jiu-jitsu black belt, and I think Travis Luda was, and yeah, so there's no place he can't win. Now, if Randy's winning on the stand up and he stops him from wrestling, then that's a different story for Kevin Holland. But other than that, I see it being competitive the whole time. Who would win? I don't know. I think where Kevin Holland doesn't seem to like let off the gas when things get hard. I think Randy Brown does a little bit. Now I could be wrong on all of that. They both will kick my butt, but at the same time, I would like to see Kevin Holland win that one, just because I like the storyline of him bailing out his opponent, and something we love. Now, would I guess what time he would finish Randy Brown? I think Randy's sound enough for it to come to a decision, or Kevin Holland is just gonna overwhelm him, and then it's probably a finish on the ground, but by ground and pound. But I've been wrong before. How would Randy Brown beat him? Randy Brown beat everybody the same way, which is with consistent striking, with good Muay Thai. So we'll see. Kevin Holland for the win. In other news, though, we have a fight that I don't really care about all that much. We have Aaron Pico versus Pitbull. If you only new to this UFC thing, there used to be UFC and Bellator. Bellator just recently got sold out, and majority of the fighters went to PFL, and some of the fighters went to UFC. Uh, and Bellator was largely regarded as the second best promotion. I think one FC has came in and put a little bit of a damper on that. But we got Kevin. Sorry, we got Aaron Pico versus Patricio Pitbull. The Pitbull brothers has always been solid. They're amazing, and I think they train with Henry Cejudo, so they always know what the UFC level is at, and they've always been top level like fighters, roughly like that were outside of the UFC. Like you never doubted them. They were fighting like the Chandlers of the world, the Benson Henderson of the world, and which is Benson Henderson is a former UFC champion, so they definitely can hang. Aaron Pico is apparently like he's this prodigy wrestler, but he's also like been boxing since day one, and he's a hit and miss. Sometimes he just comes and puts it on somebody and beats them, and other times he's just missed. So who knows what's gonna happen with that one? I ain't got no horse in that race, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But that's a backstory as far as I can share about that one. I have to guess it has to be Pitbull. Pitbull, in my opinion, is more consistent than Aaron Pico, at least. But that's just an opinion. One notable thing about Aaron Pico, though, I think the dude just looks like a completely different person. Like if you told me Aaron Pico, the one was fighting in Bellator, versus this Aaron Pico, and you told me these are two different people, just of their looks alone, I would believe you. I would believe you. Yeah, I would not up and leave you. All right, now we are back to the meat and potato of this thing, right? We are where like rubber meets the road, so to speak, and we got our preliminary main card. Ooh, got me tripping there. All right, so what do we got? We got Curtis Blaze versus Josh Hockett. Josh Hockett is apparently he's 8-0, and he's ready. He's ready to put on a very good fight. Now he has to put on a very good fight because A, you don't want to be the guy losing to that guy. B, he is insane. So also a thief. Yeah. You know what position ensure you have an ugly kid? I don't know, but Curtis' parents sure certainly did. My boy O Solo. Shout out to Battle Rap. Apparently I'm not the only one that watch it. All right. So we got the main card. I gotta say I don't have I don't know about Curtis. He comes in sometimes and he beats everybody, and he comes in other time and he beats nobody. So so it's a hit and miss. He's sort of like Aaron Pico to me. Like he got all the potential in the world, all of the ability in the world, but nothing's happening. So out of respect and out of like UFC level, I'm gonna use Curtis because it's also very hard to lose to that guy because you should not let that happen. Then we got Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker. They're both kind of like on that bit with their on their way out. Um, Walker can do what Reyes can do, and Reyes can do what Walker can do. Walker is very explosive, very creative, very unorthodox at the same time. While Dominic Reyes is more traditional a little bit. They both have the frame and the height. I don't know who got the higher each, but I don't think it would matter. Johnny Walker obviously has more experience as a fighter. Dominic Reyes has a higher level of competition experience, in my opinion. I like Reyes in that one, though Johnny Walker's explosiveness and creativity can change anything. Lane Landwehr versus Cub Swanson is another fighter I like. Cub Swanson is amazing when it comes to his boxing, and he's like all sniper shots. Like he will put people down, as long as he's very creative in general in the way he fights and the way he pulls up the fight. So unfortunately, Nate is. I'm becoming a huge fan of this guy. I don't know who would win because skill. I think Cobb is up there. I think tenacity, grit, determination, and probably showing up to training and all of that is Nate. Nate. He got that famous line is I do not negotiate with fatigue, and yeah, he's a man. As far as the other one, we got Mezakhanov versus Paulo Costa. Mezakhanov is a huge um favorite, but I like Paulo. I like Paulo because Paulo is petty. Paulo Paulo is probably the only one that fought Yoel Romero the way Yoel Romero fights other people. It was face to face. It was no step back. It was, and 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 he got all the skills to do that, including he has very surprising discipline to game plans. We saw that in the Shara, I think, fight where he beat no, sorry, not Shara. There's another kickboxer from that region. I can't remember his name, but he was very good and Polo beat him. I feel like Polo just have everything to ruin that party. Now for the main dish, oh excuse me, for the main dish we got Yuri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so nice. Is you gotta get Yuri Prohaska who like get on up. Get on up. I don't even know. I think Carlos can beat him. I don't think I thought Khalil can beat him. But he doesn't it's like the longer the fight goes, the like worse it's gonna get. And he says now he's motivated. As in, he's not motivated. All right, Yuri is a nut job, like in the best possible way you can say the word. The word. Yuri is amazing. Yuri is outstanding. Yuri is lovable. Yuri is all of our samurai. I don't know if you watch that Shogun, but he is he is like the embodiment of samurai in today day and age. And I hope Carlos Ulberg did not say anything about him being a samurai and he just kept it to himself. But yeah, I don't know. I love that fight. I don't have a winner, but if I have a gun to my head, I will choose Yuri just out of pure love. Like, it's hard not to like that guy. He is a superstar, even though he doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't do as much as the other guys. He lost to the both, I don't know, probably Pereira and I can't remember who the other person he might have lost to. Uh oh, I'm drawing a blank. But that fight against Teixeira, that was the best. He beat Jamal Hill, which was great. Um, Now we got Jamal Hill going like, I gotta fight the winner of you. I'm gonna knock out the winner of that fight. Who? You wanna do what? We got Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker on that card for that reason. Is the winner of that is probably gonna fight these two. Chill, bruh. Chill, bruh. I don't know what he's talking about that he wants that fight. I'm not sure anymore. Like, what's up with Jamal? Alright. We got Jiri versus Carlos Ulberg. Apparently the winner is gonna get knocked out by Jamal Hill. I don't like Jamal in against Carlos. I think Carlos will piece him up and put him away, and it's gonna be ugly. And I think Yuri's just gonna do the same thing that Yuri did the first time. It's just not gonna be, it's not gonna be a fun one unless he lost to you, unless Yuri lost to him, and I'm just remembering stuff differently. But that's it for me, guys. I appreciate you, much love, and all of that, and see you soon. And that was 10 minute of UFCA. Probably more, probably less. Thank you for coming aboard. Peace.